Okay, so I'm gonna do a reading for first quarter energy. This is something new, so let's just see what comes of it. First quarter energy is April 15th. Um, let's just see what comes of it. Possibly you getting on track with something. Someone saying you did something a little prematurely, but you're actually much further along than they realize. Yeah, you're working on some things. You're using your intuition right now to create something really powerful. It's something that might upset other people. The people who think they have power over you, they don't realize just how powerful you are. This could be someone from the past, like ancestors for some people, have been really kind of pushing their agendas on you. And you might actually be separating. Like you might be um the new checkpoint. Because I feel like the way what something that they did just wasn't good enough. You could also be a mixed race, ace of swords, so that you're getting a lot of your ancestors are kind of mixed up there. A lot of conflicting. For some people, you may be making peace with this confliction, but I feel like it's a lot of conflicting expectations from you on where you're going and whether or not what you're doing is right. Knight of Wands. Okay, I have Knight of Wands here. Like somebody wants you to hurry up. They're trying to rush in right now and change the process. They want to change the speed. They want to expedite the process. They want you to move faster. Um, this is somebody who is in isolation himself. He's being rushed, but I feel like he would do the same thing you're doing right now. Is just take your time, whether or not you're rushed. Like he's also very stubborn, or she is also stubborn. So what's going on with this first quarter? Treasure. Coming into some money, intuitive treasure. It's something that you're manifesting. So over time, you're going to realize exactly what it is, because I feel like right now you don't realize it. You don't realize what you're doing is manifesting something. Something you keep thinking about. Something this could have to do with a simple life. It could have to do with a talent or a skill that you're building on because you simply enjoy doing it. And over time, you become very skilled at it, very much an expert or considered an expert. You're realizing that people are following you, people are copying you, and being successful doing so. They're gaining success from your success. They're looking up to you. You're sitting in that seat that's just like this is it for some people. I'm hearing something about overindulgence. Take your time with it. Don't rush things because you are on track. You're very much on track with your magical abilities, your skills. Um, Someone coming out of hiding. You're pulling some people out of darkness and into the light. Your light is not their light. You're just giving them something to be aspired to aspire to be. But they're not you. They're looking at you and they want to control you because they're coming out of darkness, and that was the rules of their environment at the time. But if they really want to be you, they're going to learn how to shine their own light, and they're going to go through the same struggles that you went through. It's not going to be just, somebody just pops up and tells you, oh, you make me happy, I want you to do things this way. That's not how it works. If something you do makes them happy, then they can do what you do. You're not anybody's slave. You have the universe in reverse. That's what I'm getting here. It's just kind of your relationship with the world as a whole. Maybe something that was toxic in the past. You're starting to see that you have more control over things. You're in the boss's seat right now. You're in the driver's seat. Somebody could be getting a new car, thinking about getting a new car. Having positive visions about that. Something completed. Maybe you could have just paid off a car or some sort of vehicle that was getting you where you're going. This could also be someone else's back you were riding for a while. Ace of Cups in reverse, like you didn't have the mindset to get you there on your own, but you were much smaller back then, like a child riding someone's back, like piggyback ride, and now you're learning what it feels like to be ridden, like other people are using your energy. Other people are using your energy to get where they want to go. Somebody you might have seen as the devil. And then you have Prudence here in reverse. They're trying to say like you're not an angel. So you don't have any rights to tell them they can't copy you. Or they can't do what you're doing. And that might be the case for some people. It's like, yeah, fair enough. That's what I'm getting here. Like everybody had to do something. So everybody had to break the rules to some extent to get where they are. And now you're just like, okay, well, fair enough. Like you won that fight. I'm not going to fight you there. And you know that you have much more to shoot for. Okay, so somebody is like looking backwards and want to check over what these people who are following you are doing. So something about switching your direction. If the world is following you, then you're going to have to start looking at other universes and other galaxies. And it's almost like you're just looking into total darkness. Like this person that was in darkness coming to your light is doing the same thing that you're about to do. You're about to go into a dark period for some people. And this is going to be how you navigate because you are the shining light. You just don't see your own light. You don't see how much you shine. Something about movies, watching a movie to get more inspiration. Maybe that's something you're going to be doing. Watching a movie, be inspired by these other movies, these other characters. Writing a dream journal. You could be writing a book or a movie or a script. Something about your life, like you lived it, so you know exactly how these characters play out. I could be talking to a writer. So this situation is nothing new for you. You're just going to be getting the inspiration that you have been waiting for. Start writing that book. Could be a horror movie or a horror book or horror. Could be your genre. And you know that you need some level of peace and confidence in order to accomplish this task. You could have just recently finished a book, a horror book, something about your journal. Your journal could be a horror book. Maybe you're going to get that copyrighted, or somebody found an old journal and they turned it into a movie and you're going to see that movie. Like somehow the wires are going to cross and you're going to see your life on the screen. And it's like that is true. Maybe it hasn't been an actual movie that you wrote, but just your life, like the frequencies are going to cross in such a way that you are seeing yourself on screen. And just realize that your experience wasn't alone like you thought it was. It wasn't as isolated as you thought it was. You're definitely not alone right now, even though you probably feel the most alone you've ever felt in your life. You're not lonely. So don't let that thought creep up anywhere. Personal closure. Someone refusing to close out a cycle. and then you have recovery. So this could have been some mental challenges you've had. It could be part of the project that you started that put you through this level of darkness that you really didn't think you were ever going to survive. Do with this dark theme. Maybe you were into horror and you wanted to write your own story or something, and you experienced the reality but can make it into a fiction. But you're going to have so much fun. You're going to have so much fun expressing yourself because no one can take this experience away from you. And right now, maybe that's all you want is to just get over it. Rash, forceful, bully, vicious. So this is the person, he thinks he's your muse. This could be somebody from the past. He thinks he's inspiring you. He thinks he's all you need to survive, to succeed as a muse. Like you two might not even be together right now, but he feels like he gave you everything you need, and what more could you need? But he's rushing you. That's what I'm getting. Okay, self-love and respect, unconditional love. He wants you to hurry up and finish this section, finish this chapter. This could be a character. Carelessness, being unprepared, hope, and renewal. So I guess his character in your life has been to rush things. And I wouldn't be surprised if a Tower card came up at this point, because that's going to lead to destruction. That's what his energy is leading with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Like he's pushing something, and it's almost like he wants to push it over a cliff. So most likely it's himself that he's getting rid of. Like he's gonna get rid of himself in this story. What's next for this energy? Is this first quarter energy? Maybe he thinks you're the one for him. But I do feel like he's moving too fast. And he's actually pushing you away. But that's a good thing because you're getting closer to what you actually want. So he is somewhat of a driving force. Regardless. With the moon in reverse. Yeah, he's still part of your life in some way, this energy. Somebody you had to get rid of who was just too much of a micromanager. He constantly saw what you had potential to be, and he didn't want you to go through he wouldn't have the patience to allow you to go through the step-by-steps to get there. Like the actual work that you have to do. He was kind of, this could have been somebody you worked for who was just kind of rushing the process. This could be a publisher or somebody who is helping to produce something that you're doing. Somebody who is financially involved in some way. Yeah, but that's what I feel like the next step is. You writing something down, whether it's in a journal. You could be just talking about your sleep patterns. Something that you're writing down consistently is going to become a book. I'm hearing that very clearly. You're going to make money off of it. Something that you're writing down every day is going to be part of your Queen of Pentacles. Whatever that could be. It could be posting online, building your social media statuses that you write on Facebook or whatever, Twitter, tweets. It's going to get you more attention. And here is your Tower card. So it's going to get you more attention. Something that you're doing, something you're using your thoughts for. Manifesting. It could be affirmations. Maybe you're doing an affirmation journal and eventually you end up publishing that journal, or you could be making oracle decks or something like that. But there's something important and special about this next phase of your life that's gonna bring you some sort of wealth. Something about the energy that's needed to survive this person, maybe this person rushing you, that really forces you to relax and take your time, because there's no way you can go as fast as he wants you to go. But you are getting there. You're leaving him behind, but you're moving on to greener pastures, which is the Nine of Cups. The Eight of Cups is still the Eight of Cups, but the Nine of Cups is even more. It's in addition to that eight. One more in addition to. Yeah, so he wanted you to be his last, or he wanted to be your last. But maybe is the next guy that's going to be the one for you. Or maybe that's somebody you're already with right now. And this ex keeps poking his head up in different various ways. And then we have the High Priestess. I feel like that's a closure to this reading, that you're coming full circle here. The High Priestess was the first card we pulled for this first quarter energy, and it's like you're right on track. You're moving right along. Everything is going exactly the way it should be, but this ex is popping his head up. Maybe it through signs and synchronicities. It's just like, oh, that's something that he would have expected you to do, but you're going to keep going on your slow and steady journey, and that's what's going to get the cake.